Hello everyone, Zero Raven here, and today we're doing another video playthrough for you. This time it's a fun single-player campaign. We've already played the multiplayer version of this during our Let's Play Oculus Quest. This is Starfighter Arduxim. Now, I managed to get this for relatively cheap because I had a coupon through the Quest App Store. But even without the coupon, it's not expensive at all. Now, I haven't played this yet, so I have no... Let me rephrase this. I haven't played the single player of this yet. Obviously, I've played the multiplayer. So I am going into this completely blind. I have no idea what to expect. The only thing I have done so far is adjust the in-game volume, so that way it hopefully won't overshadow my voice. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select, we have our single player selected. Continue from checkpoint. Obviously, I don't have a checkpoint. Practice. Do I want to practice survival? Let's just go ahead and hop into a campaign. As you can tell, we have a number of missions. We have arriving at Brinthorn, System Patrol, Lone Fighter, Scout Asteroid Field, etc. All the way up to Final Assault. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... 14 missions, it looks like. I have no clue how this is going to go down. All I know is I'm kind of liking this hangar. I can't tell if this is actually a 3D. Outside, I'm assuming is 3D. It looks like 3D models. The inside here kind of looks a little pixelated. I'm wondering if that's some sort of anti-aliasing, or if it's a 2D render in a 3D view. I mean, I have no idea what happened, but anyway, let's go ahead and let's jump into this. Let me check my controls real quick. Motion controls, right controller thumbstick vertical, horizontal, right controller trigger primary, left controller secondary. Okay, let's test. Okay, so I'm also using gaze. Gaze shows where my buttons are going to fire. See? So if you look down there below in this area here, you can see the very bottom of my screen there, the gun turret moving with my head. This kind of reminds me a little bit of like the last Starfighter. Now, also, I can see my pilot, which I'm a little I find a little disconcerting. That's kind of cool. Attitude adjustment jets. This is my roll. This is my yaw. My throttle. It's a little disconcerting here. I'm assuming that bracket there is going to be my missile targeting bracket. I never really used missiles too much in the multiplayer. Let's see how this goes. Use virtual joysticks instead of physical thumbsticks. Enable virtual controls. Okay. So rather than just using the controls, I can... Okay, so go to return to menu. I'm gonna change my controls real quick because I think I do want the virtual controls. Virtual controls. There we are. Okay. Require grip, max deflection. Joystick in. Left hand. Tilt to yaw. Test these controls. So, roll, pitch, throttle. That's cool. This gives me a nice throttle here. extra... I like the reverse thrust. I mean, do I like... Which ones do I prefer? Do I prefer the thumbsticks or do I prefer the virtual controls? It's... Change my deflection. Higher response, probably. This should be sufficient. Yeah, okay. Now that I've wasted time playing with these controls, let's actually hop into the single player before I lose you guys. We're going to start with arriving at Brinthorn. Normal difficulty. Let's see how this goes. So I have an objective marker, it looks like. There we go. Go ahead. Reset my view real quick. There we go. Really finished my journey. Now, what is this good? Short warp jump shouldn't be any trouble. So I have to get to that point, which I'm assuming is a warp gate. Now, this is a nice red nebula looking dealio. Hoping there's going to be some enemies along the way. We'll see. Speed. Let's kick it all the way up. Now, again, I haven't played the single-player campaign yet. I'm hoping it's not somehow ridiculous. That's my objective. So, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get there. Oh. It's cruise mode. How do I enter warp? That's me, I'm assuming. And that's where I need to go. There we go. Can I go now? Can I go? I'm gonna go to warp, please. How do I warp? Real space speed insufficient. Activate cruise mode. Okay, I'm assuming I kick the throttle all the way up. Is that what I do? Okay. Something's happening. Now, okay. So apparently in order to enter warp... What's going on? Hostile? Oh yeah, that's hostile, alright. That's a hostile. What's going on here? Distance to hypergate. I'm assuming I need to line up with this hypergate. I'm not seeing any other directive markers, so this has got to be where I got to go. Let's see what happens, shall we? 1,000 meters. Closing in on this hypergate. Woohoo! Okay.
Arduxim pilot, we have you on our scope. Please warp to the station and dock.
Walk to the station and dock. How do I do this? Yellow, I'm assuming, is an objective marker. Is that what I'm doing? Line to target first. Too close to large mass. Turn ship to face destination. So far it seems like a few moments of sheer boredom. Where am I? Still want to go through the warp gate again, so I'm assuming that's where I have to go. Right? What it said? Warp gate? Oh yes, there we are.
Clearance granted.
Okay.
Proceed to Bay 1.
Bay 1. Where's Bay? Is that Bay 1 down there? That's gotta be Bay 1, right? Let's see. Because there's a whole bunch of bays here, if you haven't noticed. I mean, so far this is... Aside from one combat scenario there, it's not exactly too much right now. It's definitely slower in pace than Hangar 1. Here we are. This is where I want to be, right? Bay 1? Is that where I'm going? Bay 1? It's gotta be where I'm going. Fly into the station's hangar to dock. And it said go to Bay 1, so I'm assuming gotta be Bay 1. Okay, I'm slow going here. What is this? Where's Bay 1? I'm assuming this is Bay 3? Lord only knows. Should have numbers on these things. People. Like, this right here has got to be Bay 1. It's the only thing I can think of. Because it was the only open hangar bay, right? Look at that gun turret. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this has got to be Bay 1 here. Let me see. That's gotta be Bay 1. Okay, that's pretty cool. Like a tractor beam sort of thing. That's pretty cool. That's gotta be Bay 1.
Welcome to Station Brinthorne. Good to have you here.
Excitement. Well, I mean, that was... Wonder what I could have done to pick up that third star. Probably do it quicker. Destroyed enemy fighter, completed the mission. I mean, what was my... That seems pretty simple. Let's go ahead and do one more mission for you.
Next up, we're joined by a new pilot fresh in from the core worlds. Goes by the call sign Slingshot. You all know how short-handed we are out here, so even one extra pilot will make a difference. Slingshot, as you've just got here, your first mission will be a patrol of the Juniper system itself. You'll fly a loop covering the major areas. Wing Commander Targid will show you the highlights. That's all, pilots. Now get out there.
Yes, ma'am, robot lady. Okay.
Use the loadout panel to switch to alternative weapons if you wish. Then, warp to the first location of the patrol.
to clear the hangar. I'm going to pitch myself up. Name myself the first objective. Which is there. Good. Now I'm assuming I don't actually fly myself there. The reason I say I'm assuming that is because I didn't have to do that last time. So I'm assuming I just point myself in that direction, and once I am cleared, I go. I'm assuming. Okay. So.
This is Kibina, a gas giant and the only important planet in the Juniper system. There are a few gas mining operations in the upper levels of the atmosphere.
Cool. Okay. Get myself in line. Kick my throttle up. Activate my boosters. And ready to go. So the hypergate.
This is the hypergate to the Fringar system. That system is contested, and beyond that is enemy territory.
Well, that's good to know. This is where I fought off that raider in the last one. I mean, so far this is all a beautiful looking map, isn't it? I think. I mean, very beautiful. I like the control styles. It's definitely different. I like that I can aim by looking. Asteroid field.
This is part of Asteroid Field XD239. You'll be required to scout this field regularly, as our long-range scanner can't penetrate it.
Interesting. Now, the one thing I do appreciate about this is it definitely gives that... One thing you'll see in, like, Star Wars is a perfect example. Everything seems fairly close together. And in this, yes, it's fairly close together, but it takes a while to get from point A to point B. Like, I was closing in on those asteroids for a while, and in most Star Wars games, I would have already been in the middle of the asteroid field by that point. I like how I can't warp out of here while I'm too close to a large object. It's like the gravitational pull holds me back. I do hope that there's more to this game than just warping around.
Ooh, the water ice here is useful, but the real value is in the red volatile crystals you can see embedded in the ice. The chemicals within them can be used in explosives and other ordnance. Your Arduxim's scanners have let us spot an enemy automated probe. They sneak through from Fringar sometimes. Destroy it to stop the enemy from gaining any intel from it. Nice work. These probes aren't a threat in combat, but the intel they gather means it's important to destroy them. That's the major areas of the Juniper system covered. Head back to base.
I can. Okay. That's good to know. Let's go and clear this, field here. Kick my throttle up, goes to a large mass. Boosters up. Heading back. That wasn't too bad.
granted. Proceed to Bay 1.
Bay 1's back down there again. I mean, overall, this is not a bad game so far. I'm hoping later, I really am hoping later missions are a little more combat-oriented. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good slow flight as much as the next person. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing simple planes. But it's a space game. I expect some sort of space combat, you know? I mean, I could be wrong, of course, but here we go. I do like these tractor beam sort of things. It's very useful. How many stars? Oh, cool. Okay. So by taking no damage, I increase my star rating. So when I took some hits from that enemy in the first mission, it was enough to knock me down to 2 stars rather than 3 stars. Okay. Starting to get the accrual here. Wonder if I could have gotten bonus points for not using any missiles or anything. Well. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first 2 missions of Starfighter Arduxim, the single-player mode. I will be coming back to this. Next time, probably I'll do at least 2, if not 3 more missions. Once I clear out these missions here, again, there's 14 missions. I'll also go ahead and do the survival mode, a few rounds of survival mode, just add to the playlist, and just to give you guys a better overall feel of the game. Right now, again, I'm on normal difficulty. And if I'm hoping, like I said, the later missions, because you see, take them out, clearing the way, incoming, etc. I'm hoping the later missions will offer a bit more of a challenge than the ones already have. That's what my Starfighter looks like. Very reminiscent of Babylon 5, I would say, of the Thunderbolt fighters. Is that what they were in Babylon 5? You got the same kind of X-wing design there with the thrusters, and definitely seems to hold true to how space maneuvering actually would, as opposed to like the Star Wars World War II feel to it. So, we will continue this later on with the remaining missions, and hopefully try to get more than 2 stars this time. For now, however, this will be Zero Raven saying, I'll see you guys later.